Hi, it's Brian Kelleher with Keller Realty, and today I'm here to talk to you about iBuyers, so stick around for some good information. You've been approached by an iBuyer and you want to know, is it a good decision to work with them? Well, for starters, what is an iBuyer? An iBuyer is an investor that wants to buy your house and either flip it or rent it to turn a profit. And typically they'll approach you either through postcards or letters. We hear about a lot of people getting bombarded with text messages from iBuyers, and sometimes there's agents that work with iBuyers that will approach you directly. So once you're approached, is it a good decision to work with them? Well, we find it all comes down to two things: convenience and price. So on the iBuyer side, working with an iBuyer, the pros are typically that it's an easier process. So you get an offer unsolicited. You don't have to worry about staging your house. You don't have to worry about people coming through and viewing your house. It's just typically an easier process. On the negative side, we find that typically that offer you receive is going to be lower than if you went on the market with your house. And after that, most people assume that by working with an iBuyer, they're saving the commission they would pay to a real estate agent. And typically that's true. However, most iBuyers charge what they call a convenience fee, which can be anywhere from 1% to 7% of the sales price, and that chisels away at the offer they've already made you. Then, in addition to that, an iBuyer will do an inspection just like a normal buyer would, and we find that iBuyers a lot of times come back after the inspection and will ask for either $1,000 or $5,000, $10,000 off the price of the house. So the offer you started with that's already typically lower is then chiseled away more by the convenience fees and the inspection concessions that they ask for. How does that compare to working with an agent? Well, on the agent side, it's just sort of the flip of that. So an agent's job is to expose your property to the broader market, where our job is to make sure your property is staged correctly, marketed correctly, and priced correctly for the market. And our job is to create demand and competition for your house. And that is going to get you the highest price possible. On the flip side of that, there is some work involved on your end, and that is getting your house ready for the market, helping us get it staged, and you do have to deal with people coming through and viewing your house. So when comparing an iBuyer to working with an agent, those are the two things to think about: convenience and price. Working with an iBuyer is going to be more convenient, however, it's typically going to get you less money, and working with an agent typically is going to get you the most money possible for your house. So I hope that's helpful information. If you have any questions about any of this, please let me know. If there's a specific topic you'd like to see us cover in a future video, shoot me an email or a text. And in the meantime, thanks for tuning in and stay in touch.